Hi, boys and girls. Welcome back to a new day of reading. Today, I want to introduce you to a new super kid friend. This little girl loves to fix and repair broken toys. Her name is Doc. Have you ever had maybe a wheel come off of a car, or maybe your Barbie doll, maybe her head popped off? I don't know. That always happened to me when I was a little girl. Or maybe your toy ran out of battery juice and you needed to get new batteries. Well, Doc likes to fix all of those toy problems. She has her own workshop and she has all sorts of tools that she can use to fix and repair toys and build new toys for her friends. And so I want you to listen to this song about Doc and her adventures, and then we're going to talk about the letter her name starts with and some different words that begin with that same letter and sound. I hope you enjoy Doc's song.
Hickory, dickory, my name is Doc. Hickory, dickory, dock. To dibble a little and dabble a little is what I like to do. Fixing up all broken toys and make them good and new. Hickory, dickory, my name is Doc. Hickory, dickory, dock. I dibble a little and dabble a little with hammer, nails, and screws. 'Cause when they're broken or the car, take me to the doctor too. Hickory, dickory, my name is Doc. Hickory, dickory, dock. I dibble a little and dabble a little, I'll fix your toys for you. I can fix a rip or a dent with needle, thread, or glue. Hickory, dickory, my name is Doc. Hickory, dickory, dock. I dibble a little and dabble a little, making your toys for things like a dollhouse or a racing car or a bike with moving wings. Hickory, dickory, my name is Doc. Hickory, dickory, dock. I dibble a little and dabble a little with dolls or drums or clocks. I like to make toys well again, that's why they call me Doc. Hickory, dickory, my name is Doc. Hickory, dickory, dock.
All right, I hope you enjoyed that fun song about Doc and how she likes to fix and repair some toys. I want you to look at her name on the screen. It's up at the top. What letter do you see in that word, that name that we've already covered? What letter did we already learn about? Oh, yeah. Oh, like Oswald. Ah makes that sound. And what letter is at the end of her name that makes the k sound? C. So two of those letters you've already learned. We're going to spend some time now looking at the first letter in her name, and that is the letter D. Say D, D. Say D, D. Good. Doc has three letters in her name. D, O, C. D, A, K. Doc. All right, I want you to think about maybe some words that you know that start with the same letter as Doc's name that make the D sound. Can you think of anything? D, D. Okay, keep that in your brain. I have some picture cards here that I want to use with you to see if you know the names of some other words that start with the D and the D sound. Are you ready? What is this animal? It lives out in the forest. It starts with D. Deer. Say deer, D. Deer, D. Good. This is not so good to hit with your car. Sometimes they jump out in front of cars on those country roads. Not so much in Milwaukee, but a deer is something to look out for when you are driving your car. Ooh, this is a yummy breakfast food. It has a hole in the middle and frosting on the top and sprinkles. Donuts. Say donuts, D. Donuts, D. My favorite is not even on this picture. It has the chocolate frosting on it. donuts, especially from Greeby's Bakery. That's my favorite bakery here in Milwaukee. Donuts, that's a yummy D word to think about. Ooh, here's something that you would be able to find in our play center here at school. And I have clothes and I have baby bottles and I have some different things that you can use for these toys in our room. This is a doll. Say doll, d. Doll, d. Good. Doll starts like doc and the d sound. Here is a bird that flies and says quack, quack, quack. What is that word? Duck. Say duck, d. Duck, d. This is another D word. And you know what? They're all busy flying south for the winter because it's getting too cold here in Wisconsin. Here's something that girls wear. You can even put this on your baby doll if you have one at home. It's a dress. It's got the sleeves, it's got a pretty collar, some buttons, and it comes down to probably about your knees with this length. This is a dress. Say dress, d. Dress, d. Good. Oh, this one even looks like the puppy that's at my house, but it's not that word. He's a grown-up one, so he is a dog. Say dog, d. Dog, d. Good. Dog starts with the letter D, just like Doc's name. Here is something that maybe you're sitting next to or you have at your house that you could use for doing your homework. It's a desk. Say desk, d. Desk, d. Has some drawers and it has, a flat surface that you can spread your papers out, and this one actually has a pen on it. Desk. And last but not least, what is the name of our new super kid friend who likes to repair toys? Doc. Say Doc, d. Doc, d. Good. 3 letters. How many syllables do you hear in her name? Doc. Yeah, just one. She's got a short name with 1 syllable. Here's what I want to do next. I want you to make sure you have your pencil. Ooh, let me look at my paper here. We are going to look at your front cover here. And you need to write your name on the top or the front of this cover. I'm going to pull this down a little bit more for you. You make sure you are writing your name in your best writing. Remember, your name has to touch that strawberry line, goes down to the middle line for my name, and then all of your lowercase small letters, they have to touch that vanilla line. Okay, now I'm going to do my second part of my name, my S for strong. Make sure that if you have any T's in your name, that you're crossing, or a uppercase G, those letters are going right on the yellow line, not above the yellow line, not below the yellow line. And then if you have a lowercase g or if you have a lowercase y, you're going to have to hook down underneath that chocolate line so that your name is resting on the correct spaces and lines of those covered lines. Make sure you're doing your nicest, neatest writing. Okay, we are ready to now turn the page. We're going to go to page 1 of your book. We've already listened to this song, so we don't need to listen to it again. But what we do need to do on this page is first trace the letter D. The letter D, we start at the top. We're going to go straight down, kind of like a rock sinking right down to the bottom of that pool or the lake. And then we're going to start at the top. And then we're going to kind of do like a half O, but making it go the opposite direction, or kind of like half of a C, or I guess a C shape, but without facing the right direction, right? So some of these same letter movements you've done, but just facing the other way. Okay, so when you make the lowercase d, you're going to make a circle like we did with the lowercase a, and then we're going to pick up our pencil and we're going to go straight down to make that line, that wall, just like we did with our letter A, except this line is taller. It has to start at that strawberry line at the top and pull all the way down, but we'll get to that in a few days. On this page, you will see Doc. She is busy at work. She's repairing some different toys in her workshop. We are going to look at some different items that start with the letter D and make the D sound. First, let's circle Doc because Doc starts with the letter D. Good. Doc. D. What is the name of this toy that she's fixing that dolls can live in? Yeah, it's a doll house. So some of you have like a Barbie dream house. This is a smaller version of that, but it's still the same idea. It's where your dolls live. So let's circle the doll house. Good. What was the name of that bird that flies that says quack, quack, quack? Yeah, a duck. Now this duck is broken. It only has one wheel. It's missing a wheel. So that's something that Doc will definitely be working on repairing. Circle the duck. Do you know what the name of this truck is called? It has some flowers in it, but it has the special ability to lower this door and let things spill out. Maybe if it's hauling gravel or sand or something, rocks, it can open up the back hatch and it'll all tumble out. Do you know what that kind of truck is called? It's called a dump truck. A dump truck could be very helpful with some projects. Right now, she has some flowers in it, but dump truck starts with the letter D. So circle that word. And what is the name of this toy who lives in a dollhouse? Yeah, a doll. This doll doesn't look like she needs any repairs being done, but doll definitely starts with D. Oh, look at this musical instrument. Usually you would have a mallet and you could tap on it to make a boom, boom, boom sound. Do you know what that instrument's called? It's a drum. We're going to circle a drum on this side of our paper. Drum. And look over here, that's standing right next to this drum. It kind of is a cousin of a horse. It says hee-haw, hee-haw. That is a donkey. Let's circle donkey. Donkey. Good. Ooh, look what's being washed in the sink here. I don't want to say plates because there could be some other things that are in there that we might not see. But this is a word that starts with D too. Dishes. Circle the dishes. Doc invented a dishwashing machine. So it has these arms here connected to the sink and it can wash all of the dishes for her. That would be a great invention. I would love to have that at my house so I don't have to wash dishes. Dishes. Good. Look over here on this dartboard. These are darts. Darts and a dartboard, they go together. It's a game that you try to throw these little arrows, these darts, into the middle of this board. And if you can hit the middle, it's called a bullseye, you get lots of points and you can win the game. So we're going to circle this, the dartboard and the darts. Good. Darts. Then, this might be kind of hard for you to know what animal it is. So I'm just going to tell you, this is her yellow polka dotted dog. I know, I didn't know what it was. I didn't know if it was supposed to be a horse or, I don't know, a dog or maybe some kind of made up animal, but it's a dog. So we're going to circle her dotted dog. Remember how I told you sometimes she makes up her own kind of toys? So this is kind of like a skateboard with a dog seat and a steering wheel that she can ride around or her friends can ride around and play on. So that dotted dog is another D word. All right, what we're going to do now is we're just going to say the objects that we circled, and we're going to say doc, d. We're going to make that d sound at the end. Are you ready? I'm going to point to the item we're going to say first. Ready? Doc, d. Doc, d. Donkey, d. Donkey, d. Drum, d. Drum, d. Dishes, d. Dishes, d. Darts, d. Darts, d. Dog, d. Dog, d. Dollhouse, d. Dollhouse, d. Duck, d. Duck, d. Dump truck, d. Dump truck, d. Doll, d. Doll, d. Great job today. I'm proud of you. Thanks for all of your work. If you come up with something else that starts with the letter D, send me a video on Seesaw and tell me what you know starts with the letter D. All right, I'll see you next time, guys. Bye-bye.